It's Bob Vanderhurch and Bob the bee guy. We're going to do a bee removal here. The bees are in a plastic box, which is an electric connections and cable connections in a plastic box. Looks like a water meter box. But we're going to open it up, and we're going to remove the bees. We're going to capture them, and we're going to clean the comb out. And we're going to do it right now. This is the ground box for this electric connection, and you can see the bees are going in this hole. Somebody had taped it from the inside, and the bees had just chewed through the tape, get inside, and start their nest. Some of these lids have a bolt hole in the top. You can see where it's notched out, but this particular lid did not have the bolt in place to keep the lid on. So we just pry the lid up and try to lift the lid up straight up so that we get to pull the comb out that's attached to the lid. You can see it breaking off there. Well, we set the lid aside, and we're going to start trying to clean out the comb and capture the bees. Get the vacuum out and start capturing the bees into the screen box that's inside the bee vac box. And just suck these bees in here. Got to set the vacuum just enough to move the bees into the box without slamming them, so that the bees can survive the trip up the hose. I use a large 2-inch hose. It gives the bees enough room to fly down the hose into the screen box. It's kind of difficult to get the comb out of these lids that have these compartments. So I'm using a tool that just happens to fit just perfectly in there, and we get the comb out. I'm putting the comb in a bucket with honey, and then I have another tub to put the brood in. Now we grab the vacuum and start catching the bees. So start pulling the comb out of the actual box. Once I get the bees out of the box, and they're all inside the bee vac, and I lift up the lid off the bee vac and then pull the screen box out, and then put a piece of screen over the entrance hole. I usually leave my stapler and screen inside the box so I know where it is when I'm taking the screen box out. So put that piece of screen over there, staple it in place. Then take the bees out to the bee yard and transfer them into a regular beehive box. Then I turn my attention back to the lid and scrape the comb that's adhered to the sides of the compartments. This is an important part of doing the removal of these type of boxes. It's important to get as much of the comb off the lid as possible so it's not attractive to bees in the future. It's the tedious part of this, getting all of this comb out. And after, we coat it with a repellent oil film, and this will repel the bees in the future. Kills the scent of the nest, gives a bad smell, and a slippery coating in there that the bees don't want to attach the nest to. This will stop reoccurring infestations in these type of boxes. After we have it all coated on the lid, we get inside the box and coat the inside of the box and the upper part of the rim. Then we put a piece of black flex tape over the opening. This will keep the bees out in the future. Remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching.